I feel like we're about to sing in like a band or something.
This is a band right here. Acapella style. Just kidding.
The name of your band will be Two Boys and a Couch. Well, it might be in Pornhub for sure.
Don't say, whoa.
I don't think it's a great way to start the podcast.
Welcome back to the What's Up Papa podcast. I am your host, Joe. El Jugo here, co-host. And we have our second guest, our friend, Stephany. If you didn't already heard. Oh, great to have you here, Stephany. Second. Did I say host or guest?
Guest.
I said guest.
But I thought it was like the third one.
You thought.
I really.
You thought.
Hello.
How are you? We're glad to have you on here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Little awkward silence. Sorry, we're just getting comfortable. But tell us a little about yourself, Stephany.
Well, I was born and raised in Mexico, and then around 12.
Say it right. Say it right.
I was born and raised in the motherland.
No, Mexico, not Mexico. What is that? What is that? Come on now.
Okay. I was born and raised in Mexico, Morelia, Michoacán.
There we go.
Shout out to Michoacán and Morelia.
Michoacán.
Hello.
Morelia, no, just kidding.
I was born in the city. It was not a little ranchito. And then at 12, I got my papers, so I came to Utah.
Was it your papers or? Well, I mean, technically, I say your papers, but it was a visa, right?
No, I got my it's a residency.
Yes, being a resident. Right?
Yeah, and then
isn't that a visa?
Don't know. I don't know the legal term for it, but like I feel like it's
No, I think it's different because you can get like a work visa. So I think.
But what's before the citizenship, right? Residency. Yeah, I got that. My grandparents were the ones that when they were doing the little, we needed workforce in the camps, right? Is it like that? Like when people went and to work in the fields. Well,
I was young when all that was happening, so I don't remember.
I think the history.
You might have more knowledge because of you grew up in the whole aspect of getting a residency and stuff like that.
Well, my dad got his residency and then brought us here, and then we decided on Utah because my whole family is here.
So interesting. Here you chose everywhere you.
Well, I didn't choose it. Like my grandparents
did. I was
forced. And then my mom has her 9 brothers here, so of course we're gonna move to Utah.
You're gonna go where
whatever the family is.
Everybody, not know everybody, but know people and your family and everything like that. What were your favorite things to do in Morelia? Like younger, before you moved here. Like what were your things to do?
Well, I feel like my childhood is I'm sorry, my English is not as great because I came here, I lost my accent, and then I left because I did college down in Mexico, and then came back. So I've been coming back and forth. So my English is not that great, but my childhood, I think we were playing tazos. Do you know what tazos?
No,
okay.
I don't know what that is.
Tazos is so the chips, they have little cards sometimes or stickers. In Mexico we have tazos, so they were this plastic things, but they had Pokemon, Dragon Ball, anything, and they were collectibles. I don't know if you remember the one. It's a tiger, and it was a Nickelodeon, and it was a Mexican type of cartoon.
A tiger that was.
The only one I can think of is Mucha Lucha.
Well, like that. We had
That
like
was just
persons, and then you have like this little plastic things, and some of them were metal, and some of them have like this type of thing. I don't know what they're called, like fur. And like you used to put them in the ground and like hit them, and if you turn them around, you win the tazo. And then we grew up playing trompos and like las traes, policías y ladrones.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's like how I.
So what's tapones and you said traes, or what
Las
was that?
traes?
Las traes. So what does that consist of? Like, how do you play those games?
Okay, so las traes is just like you have a bunch of people and you say atrás, and then you have to. It's like the cooties game, I think. It's
Or like tag?
yeah, tag. It's tag. Tag. Yeah.
Interesting.
You want to know what trompos was? That's what you said.
Like
Yeah,
the
what is it?
blades, like the blades.
Wait,
like,
what did I say? I said
Trompo?
trompos. What did I say? How do I say it? I don't. Oh,
I don't know how to use
I
the phone
swear I
for
didn't.
sure. I don't know, but like yeah. So, and then I feel like I got bullied a lot in Mexico too. That's why I begged my parents to move to the U.S. when I found out that we had papers. And the funny thing is, like, my brother was the one that didn't want to leave Mexico, and I was the one like, yeah, can we like leave? Because I had problems. Like, I had bullying that bad that like one of my tooth is like a fake one, just because one of the girls pushed me down the stairs, and the stairs were like hard cement.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't put my hands, I put my mouth.
Oh, dang.
So like half of my tooth were like
They're like,
gone.
Dang.
And then so I was like, can we move to the US? Like so excited. And like having that difference between coming from like a really strict yeah, that's how you say it, like strict place, because like out there you do tests every month. You do competition, so there's a cuadro de honor. My brother and me were always in the cuadro de honor just because my brother was really smart, and like me, I just did my shit and like didn't bother anyone. But it was like really competition. And then when you come here, to be honest, I don't know if I will get canceled. You just have to go to school here. You don't have to do anything. They will give you paper. They will give you like, you got fancy shit out here. Out there, nah. Like you have to
Really?
buy.
Really? Like what? Like what do you mean by that? Like just like.
I went to private schools just because out there the education in non-private schools, like the government, it's not as advanced. Like I took English down there, but it wasn't as great as like learning here the English. But we had like uniforms, and like that's why we have uniforms in Mexico, because it's just so you don't know your class. Like if you're middle class or low class or high class, that's why we have uniforms down there. And then when you come here, it's like all about what you wear. I didn't know like how like things that you wear. Like I remember I had like this fakes beats. And like one of the white kids came to me and said, "Oh, you got those and stuff," and like looked at them and they're like, "Oh, it's fake." And I'm like, "Well, like I didn't." Okay, yeah, and like he just looked at me weird, and I'm like,
Was that here in like middle school or in like high school?
Yeah, no, middle school. I met Giovanni in middle school. Actually, we used to hate each other.
You used to hate each other, really?
Yeah.
What? Wait, no. Let's go over that. What started it? Why?
Well,
Why
because
not?
I came here, I didn't know like a lot of English. It was just like open the door, close the window, colors and like alphabet, and then
You bullied her, bro?
No, I didn't bully her.
we
She
used to hate
bullied
each
you?
other. No. We just like he hanged out with my cousin.
Oh, okay.
He
So that's
was
how you guys
friends
kind of
with
knew.
cousin.
That's how you guys knew each other.
Yes, because when I came here, like my mom gave me the option to be with one of my cousins to her school, and her school it was Davis County, and then the other one was Roy with my other cousin. I don't know if I can say their names because I don't know if they're okay with it, but so I chose my other cousin, and then we lived at their house. That I'm thankful that she like let us live at her house, because my family was gonna buy a house here. So we went to school, and because I didn't know a lot of English, and she was like kind of like, she's like a year older than me, she kind of helped me out through like school and like show me the ways, and like, this is the gym, like this is your locker. I love the lockers. Like I like carrying like
the gym lockers or your actual
no,
personal
like the
locker?
actual personal locker. Because out there we only had your backpack, and like there was a big ass book. It's called Atlas, and it's like a legit like map. So it would not fit in your little backpack, so you had to fold it, or like it was just So having a locker was nice.
You ever get stuffed in a locker though?
No.
I did. They put me in a locker. yeah, they put me in a locker.
Oh my god.
Like, hey, bro, come here real quick. See if
Was it because you were
I'm
short?
Just like it didn't really click, but yeah, it's because I was short back in middle school.
Man.
Like, just see if you can fit in here. Me being me. Oh yeah, but I go in, and of course I fit in there. All I hear is. I mean, they opened it back up. Like, they were waiting there. They didn't just leave me there, but yeah.
Wait, so who did you, or who was it?
No.
Like, our bully was more like, looked at each other, like, kind of like,
we're just like,
or like, he would not acknowledge me, and I would not acknowledge him.
And then she became friends with my wife.
No. We became really good friends in like
high school.
And we start hanging out, and like he started hanging out with my friends, and we started like, I met him, and then mira, ¿qué te dije?
Who is that?
Mami, mi mamá. Oh, she uses FaceTime now. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, mami?
Bueno,
¿Qué pasó?
Fanny.
¿Qué? She cannot hear me. Ama.
Bueno.
Ama. Sorry.
No,
You were saying?
He
became really good friends with my friends, and I became really good friends with him. And then, did you know that I got Alexis and him together?
She's the reason why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what Alexis says, but yeah, she.
Well, that's from her side, because I guess Alexis. Oh.
Sorry, I gotta.
No,
take
you're
this.
good. You can answer it.
Aló. Estoy con Giovanni. ¿Todo bien?
Ya vete a la casa.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasó? Si te continúa mucho, pues vamos al hospital. Ok, me avisas y vamos. Ok, bye, I love you.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's just my mom has been getting like really bad pain on like her legs, and like they're gonna get work done and everything, but she has like, my mom is a little like kid when it comes to pain. She doesn't like feeling pain, so whatever like she feels like anything like she cannot fix with pills or like with going to the doctor, she'd be like, es que me duele mucho.
Ibuprofen, right? Ibuprofen, not
so
pills.
She took like Vapuru por ahí.
Well, I think that's like obviously it sucks because like you get bills and everything like that, but I think that's also like a little safe thing now. Like thinking about like, oh, you can go to the doctors and go get it checked out and stuff like that, because like there's people that are like in Mexico that can't just be like, I won't go to the doctor or anything like that.
But at the same time, there's called el seguro social. It depends who has it, and it's free.
Oh.
The only bad part, they will take forever. Those girls
in Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico, they will take forever. Like one time, because I have it, because my dad put me on it. I think I broke my little. Okay, so the only bone I have broken is my little pinky toe, because I was chasing my brother, because we like, you know, you have a sister? You fought with your sister, you have a sister, you like, I was chasing my brother, so my little pinky went like this. And I'm like, Mom, I think I broke my pinky. My mom was like, no, you're fine. And then a day later, that shit was purple. And then she's like, okay, we're gonna take you to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. It took them like 3 hours to get me seen, and then another hour just to the doctor to come to my room.
Because like the nurse or whatever. does
And then
the
they put
whole-
me a cast, and the cast is from like here to here.
for the toe.
Yeah.
the
And I
toe?
was wearing like
Oh my
muletas, or what are
God.
they called, like the little
Oh, the canes?
yeah, for my little pink toe. Like we do have, and then you can go to Farmacia Guadalajara, or you can go to Los Simis, and they give you free consultas, like free
good.
checkups. Or if like they charge you like 20 pesos, but it is cheap. Like even medicine, I think like most of the US people that like like Ozempic became really popular here, and it became like, I think it's like an 800 drug that you can use to lose weight. I don't remember the price of it,
I'm pretty sure it's.
but a lot of
expensive, though.
people flew down to Mexico to buy it,
Really?
because you don't need like most of the painkillers or whatever, you don't need a
prescription.
like Adderall. I think you can get it out there. And if you
We're
need
not
a prescription,
encouraging
no, we're
getting
not
drugs.
encouraging
We're
to
not
go to
encouraging.
Mexico to buy
Just
drugs. Well,
clarify that.
medicine. We're not.
It's all the same.
But like if you need, you can just go to the doctor and be like, hey, I need this like medicine or whatever, and he will write you up something, and you can go to the pharmacy and just buy it. As long as you have money, you're good. You're golden. But I don't even know why we like died.
It's because your mom just called you. And she
I
wanted to
know,
go,
like my
that's why
mom.
we
Yeah,
got
my
into
mom
that
said see
conversation.
her, but she's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh." But yeah. Well, I met Alexis because she was in my Latinos in Action class. Well, she wasn't in the class, but I
Yeah, she
hanged out
was.
with. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Latinos in Action.
Was it when I was president?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And then we were hanging out. Did you remember? Like, I think it was with you too. In lunch, we used to fit like 20 people in my car.
He wasn't there.
No.
But no, it was
That's
just
how
you. It was
maybe
before. It was after I
graduated.
graduated.
It was with
your
my-
senior. It
with
was your
m-
senior.
With my
We used to
white
do that
car.
with him too.
Yeah,
We used to
yeah,
do that
yeah.
with him.
No, I remember we
It
did
was-
it with
it was-
someone with you, because it was like
No, it was very illegal what we fucking did because we had
Yeah,
we had
crazy.
Isaac driving, we had me or whoever in the passenger.
whoever's smaller, it was in the trunk for
Three-
sure.
Yeah, we
Three
had,
people, just in the back seat, and then at least 2 to 3 people lapping it,
That's crazy.
and then we had 2 people in the trunk.
yes, that's what I remember.
Thank God every day nothing happened.
Oh no,
you know.
nothing happened. We didn't get sued or no one died.
I
from
mean,
that.
someone hit a lot of curbs though.
That you?
I
was
hit
like-
like twice or 3 times, but it wasn't as bad.
And it was
Oh,
a
heck no.
oopsies.
Yeah.
Whoever was in the back felt it, but I'm like, oh,
Oopsies.
sorry. You see, that's a wild thing.
And
You
the
get
thing
your
is-
license
is-
here at
is
15.
My wife was the one in the trunk.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She was? Oh,
Sometimes, because she was short, okay, short and tiny. But yeah, she asked me, hey, do you know Giovanni? And I was like, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Like, he's really sweet, and he's like a good man. And she's like, well, I'm talking to him. And I was like, oh, like, he's really a sweet guy, and like, you shouldn't get to know him. And now, what, like 5-6 years later, with the
8
kiddo, 8?
It's 8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
8 years, dude.
6-year-old kid next week.
And now they're getting married. We're getting wedding
Getting
ready.
married. In August. It's scary.
excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared.
If you know anything to lose weight in like that small amount of time, let me know.
Like 4
Who
months,
could
bro.
who could
That's
grow
not
up?
a small amount of time. You can
I mean,
actually,
4 months, you can
4
probably
months you can
get
do
like-
it if
I know.
you get like,
If you cut sugar, your face will just automatically start slimming down.
and if you and
The
you
thing is, like, every time I cut sugar or anything, I don't kind of like my face, because I have really like cheekbones.
Yeah,
They're
mhm.
really like marked. So every time I lose weight, it looks like, my mom even tells me like, you look sick. And
oh,
I'm like,
I know what you're talking about because we even asked you when you were in Mexico the first time and you were gone for that long period of time and you came back.
I
It's
lost
like-
a lot of weight too.
We were only just concerned friends, okay?
Yeah,
we weren't,
yeah.
we were
But
just
it is like understandable, because down in Mexico, I love you. I'm in love with the people in Mexico, but we are really judgmental people.
Oh yeah.
Like fat people in Mexico, like a little fat kid, they will call him mantecas.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like the
dude,
bully,
no.
the bully
The
down
funny
in
thing-
Mexico.
The funny
is,
thing is that'll be a 9, 10-year-old, and they'll see a little, some
o chichis
person
de
that-
bolita. Like,
Both niggas.
sí, no,
like
no.
me, and it's crazy
El
'cause
bullying allá, wow.
yeah, I was,
It's the next level.
and obviously like you get that nickname, especially like in a Mexican Latin, household. At least for me, I was the chunky kid when I was a baby, so instantly I was gordo. Hey gordo, ven aquí, gordo this, gordo.
And like it gets engraved in your head. It gets like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how much like weight you lose, they will call you gordita
Yeah.
or chaparrita or like whatever. It like gets engraved in your head. So like when I went down to like when I was here, I never was concerned about like my weight. And like even like having like relationship with boys, I never was like concerned about it because I thought like I wasn't pretty enough to like go like talk to a boys, and like the boys that I liked, they were like the white kids, like super popular white kids, so I'm like scared. Can I say white?
No, you can say it.
No, okay. I'm like, I don't want to get
No,
canceled.
man.
But so I was like never approached by any guys, so it like contributed for me not caring about my appearance. And when I moved to Mexico to do college, all of the girls there are like super skinny, like had like nice hair, like really dolled up, and like their like appearances are everything. Like even going out to parties, even going out to like clubs, like the culture is so different because you feel judged. So and then like you feel like they don't talk to you because of this, and I can like tell whenever like I lost that amount of weight, because I lost like what, like between 35 to 45 pounds.
You never told me how much weight it was.
Well, it's not like I put out like my weight here, and I came back for, I think it was like December, because I left for
You came back in December.
I left in
'Cause
May.
we were gonna try and fly you out, and then you decided for us not to pay, and so.
I know.
You flew out.
I have great friends. Like it doesn't matter where I am. Like in Mexico, I have a lot of friends. Si ven esto, ustedes saben, yo los amo, los adoro. Tengo demasiados. Tengo como 20 amigos. Sin pedos tengo como 40, 20 amigos en México. Entonces, when I came back, Giovanni was like no one told me, but I knew like I lost a lot of weight. And like even like my face looked kind of sick in that way. I think it was your wife or it was like Monica, one of the two, that like, hey, like you like lost a lot of weight. I was like, oh yeah. And that's when I noticed more like my appearance, because like down in Mexico when I lost the weight, I had like so many boys like ask me out, like, oh, do you want to hang out and all of that. And like even boys from here that had my like Instagram, they'll be like, hey, like when are you coming back, can we hang out? And I'm like, oh, so like my appearance was like important, you know.
Did you lose all this weight from just like the food? Because I know like the food out there is like less processed and probably a little bit more healthier. Or was it just because you weren't eating? Or
It's just because I was in college, so college out there is kind of like more stressful. And I picked up some bad habits from Mexico, so I started smoking a lot of cigarettes. So it was 6 in the morning, and my like breakfast will be a coffee and like a cigarette, and then I go home and like eat normally, and then like all my time like studying and like preparing myself for tests, and like we'll go out, and sometimes I would not even eat. I would like drink alcohol because it was just like there was like beer for like 10 pesos there, and like having that culture of like me, and like even walking. I feel like walking helped me a lot because down there, like I do have a car, but it was just like I live close to the centro, so I would just walk. Like if I looked at my phone now that I went to Mexico for like on February, I walked like at least like 5 to 6 miles every day. Like it's just walking. Just because the transportation is kind of bad. Like combis, I remember I took Ricky, and now like he came back in a combi, and like they're like all like
yeah. Because when I went down there, mi mamá, you have little combis, and you're just like
like he would not even fit like in the like stand up, so he had to get us there.
And I've noticed cuando vas a México puedes a caminar a donde quiera, muchos lados. It's not very far. It's actually pretty close. But with the combi, you just get there faster. But.
Sí, pero caminas mucho. Like me acuerdo que yo una vez me fui caminando de mi escuela a mi casa. And it took me like 3 hours. But like walking and like seeing and like all of that, and like you get little shops between it. So like I feel like,
It goes by fast.
but I do feel like in Mexico we eat a lot of junk food too. But it's not as bad as here because we have the little bags, and then when you come here, there's only like the big bag. Like you cannot get like small things here, or like if you get a drink, it has to be the liter or like, and they make it so hard because like getting a salad here is like $8, but getting like chicken and like fries is like
$1.
like $3, $4 now. Yeah.
But hold on to that thought. We're gonna take a quick break before the camera shuts off, so we can just
Okay,
reset and
okay.
everything. But we'll be right back.
Then we're back with Stephany. Oh shit, my bad. My name is Gio. This is my co-host Isaac. Thank you so much for joining us. So
What's
Stephany.
So,
I feel like sometimes you guys have like such a good bromance.
oh, this is my baby right here. It's my baby.
What can I say?
He's a bottom though.
Oh heck no. Nah. We just been friends for like a good
Chunk.
since high school. Yeah. I mean, we had Latinos in action, so
That's
And
how we
then-
met.
yeah. And then we'd always just go kind of.
Were you president? Yeah, you were president when I was
Of
young.
course. When I was a senior, I was el presidente.
Yeah, me too.
Did I
think I was.
did I do the best? Nah, because it was the first.
Oh no,
our
it was
teacher
it was
the
it
first
was
year.
weird. It was like Latinos in Action changed so much. Cause
It
like
did?
like even for my year, because it was like a new program, and then
It
I
wasn't
think
a new program. It was a new teacher. Which Mrs. Herrick, what's up? If you're watching this,
I love her. She's like my
Um,
favorite teacher.
it was her first time doing Latino. At least from our understanding, it was her first time doing Latinos in Action. So she was also just kind of like, and she didn't know what kind of like, how should I put it? What we did, in a way to say, at that school, like how we did the dance, and then like we'd go, stuff like that. But
Can
So
I
she didn't
say
get the flow.
something? I hate how they make the dancing always big bachata. Like I feel like it's just like a stereotypical.
Really? I feel like when I was there, it was nothing but salsa, and I would be like, why can't we spice it up with like cumbia or like?
That was-
No, but
that
like
was
it's just
with,
like I feel
that
like
was
it just
raised.
is stereotypical of like having just like because I remember Romeo Santos. Oh my god, that shit was played
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
forever.
you
But, like-
that's the man.
I mean, he is kind of.
Yeah, he is. He's kind of what? You missed that?
Nah, I mean,
He's kind of what? He's kind of what?
he good singer.
He's like, I don't want to get canceled by Romeo
Just
Santos
kidding.
fans.
My bad. But going back to Mexico, los combis, podemos caminar donde quiera. What is your go-to like snack to go get? Because at least for me, cuando yo fui a Mexico, like I can just go around the corner in una casita. Tienen las papitas, las bebidas.
Preparados
Yeah, that too.
los churros.
Whatever. But what is your go-to like? I want a snack. Let me go walk out real quick.
Mine snack, I love gazpachos for sure. Gazpachos y elotes preparados. So vaso elote. Oh my god, I just got my
So
los.
is it different from the esquite? Because people call them esquite. So unless
Bueno,
I've never heard esquite as a more like
Vaso elote, but it depends
Recently?
what place you go to Mexico. Cause like if you go, it's kind of like Mexico City. They're like, oh, las quesadillas con queso. They don't say that.
What?
You didn't know? That's why we like every part in Mexico. They're like quesadillas es con queso. But in Mexico City, they will ask you if you want your quesadilla con queso. If you say, "Can I have a quesadilla?" they will give you a taco if you don't ask for queso.
oh,
Just
so it has
because-
meat.
Uh,
So tiene carne adentro.
Wait, so you
Cool.
can say I want a quesadilla without queso?
yes.
What? That's crazy.
It's just because in Mexico City they charge you for everything. So that's why
Oh.
if you don't ask for queso and you ask for a quesadilla, they will give you a taco kind of.
So,
Well, I've never been to Mexico City, so
I love
I'm-
Mexico City. I love the nightlife, but the thing is like the I am kind of privileged in that way that all the places that I know are like the fancy places of Mexico City, like Condesa, Bosques, because my friend that lives in Mexico City, she hangs out in the nice places, and they're beautiful. Like, and the times that I have been to Mexico to like go buy stuff, because mi madrina is really like the one that like resell stuff. it's wild. Like you will see like a bunch of people like buying kind of like if you go to the Swami,
Okay, that's cool.
and then you will get cheap stuff for like less money. That's how I think.
That's nice.
What was that thing that you said that Ricky's your brother? You said,
Mm-hmm.
and you said that when you guys got stuffed in
Combis?
Convis. Yeah, what is that? Because I mean, I haven't gone to Mexico.
It's like
but,
a van,
Yeah, it's like think of a little van that
and it
holds-
has seats.
Convis.
like has seats
Mhm.
all around.
Okay,
So
okay.
what's the okay? It's like a little bus, like a high school bus, but instead of like having the seats like this, they have like. So there's a seat here, there's a seat there, there's a seat there, and there's a seat in the corner. So around like I'm gonna say around 10 people feet, okay. But because it's just like limited amount of combis that pass to in certain times, they will stuck that shit up. Like there's so like people that will push.
Oh, okay.
Kind
So
of
like
like-
in high school.
Yeah. Kind of like yeah. Like,
Trying to go and get some food at lunch. Yeah. I feel that.
yeah. For like
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, cause I mean I haven't been to Mexico, so it's like I'm trying to like picture this all in my head, cause
You really never been to Mexico?
I haven't.
You're missing, bro.
I know. I definitely
missing.
want to. Hopefully I'll go this July or June. Or
You're
actually
gonna go
not.
hot. Like I'm telling you, the
gonna be
Mexico
hot?
right now is caliente,
Really?
caliente. Like my brother we went last year, for around August, I think, because my grandma passed away. So we went, and my brother could not sleep. It was hot as
Really?
balls, and you have like. It is hot, and because in Mexico we don't have air conditioner, like the house will get hot. Like,
Dang. So how do you
it's-
stay cool then? You just
you
tough
just
it out?
Tough it out. Just like
Yeah,
go to
tough
the
it out.
pool, so like get into water fights or like take showers. I think like
Oh,
my friends
okay.
will be like, oh, I take showers like 4 times a day because you will feel like
Oh, okay.
sticky, nasty, hot,
yeah, like humid kind of.
like how it gets here. But imagine that without the AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cause I know my Theo, he wants to go in July or in like I don't know if it's like. I know he wants to go in July because that's when like the elotes are in season. So he was just telling me that he just wants to go out there for like a week. So I think that's a great opportunity for me to go. So.
You should.
Yeah,
You should
I
try
want to.
everything, but just be careful with the meat, because
Really?
Because I feel like the thing is, like, when I travel a lot, even when I went to Paris and to Italy, the food,
Flex.
no, it doesn't suck.
No,
I flex.
I said flex.
Oh,
'Cause you said
sorry.
Paris-
Sorry.
Paris in Italy. I was like, flex. My bad.
Well,
Oh.
it's just
Hey,
like
my bad. I didn't
my
know I was
brother
hanging out
and
with the
me
superstar.
graduated.
Just kidding.
It's just like my brother and me graduated, so my parents, like Ricky wanted to do a trip, like a graduation trip.
So essentially, it's like when seniors do their senior trip. It's like you guys, since you guys graduated from college.
So we went to Paris, Italy, and we went inside Italy. We went to, oh my god, the beaches are beautiful, and like the little towns. We went to like towns that, like, so we took Ricky's girlfriend, and every time she like spoke English, they don't like Americans at all. They don't like Americans. Because every time we spoke for like souvenirs or whatever, if we spoke Spanish, they were so nice to us. There was a guy that liked Mana, and he was like showing us the records.
Mana.
And he's like, love them. And then whenever Ricky's girlfriend talked or like wanted to like buy something, they would charge her more just because she looked.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy how like they treat like Americans like that, cause, and like it's crazy cause like if you speak Spanish, they'd be like, oh, we love you, but then when you speak English, they're like,
Like, what the?
I
That's
just feel like
crazy.
it's not that I want to be canceled or anything, but in other countries we think Americans feel entitled. I think you
Definitely.
sometimes think like they're the best,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's like kind of like Karens. That's how we think sometimes of Americans.
Do you think there's a Mexican version of a Karen?
Oh yeah, for sure,
Really?
for sure. Like I had like dealing with Mexican people like that.
So what do they call them though?
We don't call them Karens. We call them La señora loca.
Well, if anybody wants to comment what they call them ahí en México,
I don't know.
¿cómo
yeah.
se llaman las Karens
Ujú.
en México? Ahí se ponen.
Sí, pero siento que no dejan ser Karens, porque allá en México para cambiar cualquier cosa, para devolver algo o para, como por ejemplo, si tú le dices a alguien, no me gustó la comida, they're like, oh, okay. Like, they don't care.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
here, if
man.
you buy something and you want to return it, they don't give a fuss about it. Like, I know Target has like a year warranty, whatever you want to buy, like, you buy something. So I worked at Target sometime, like, I'm gonna say like 4 months, 3 months.
You did?
I did work at Target. You went to see me with
I don't remember.
uh-huh.
I might sound like a
were
bad friend on
yeah.
that one, but I don't remember you working at I remember your cousin
Giselle,
working.
yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's okay.
Cut it.
It's okay. But
Cut it.
talking how you said you were in, Paris in Italy,
Mhm.
y te dijeron que a ellos les gustan maná. What's your music?
My music.
Your music. What's
My
your
music.
music? Let's start with your Spanish, and then we'll go to your English.
Amo a Junior H. Like, you can do a zoom of it, but my grandma. My grandma got
we
mad.
can get a picture. Of
Okay,
it.
my grandma got mad at me because I went to ceremonias to see Kendrick,
You don't have a damn.
and I have this.
No.
I have it.
What? No.
Wait. This one is my social security
don't.
card.
Oh, you can't even see it.
But yeah, I have a Junior
What?
H. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Junior H.
I got it on the ceremonias when I went to see Kendrick. Oh my god, seeing Kendrick and oh my god in Mexico, loved him.
You saw him in Mexico?
Mm-hmm. He did a
Oh,
like
dang.
this year the ceremonia ones is it's Tyler the Creator. I wanted to go see him, but
So the
You saw.
ceremonial, where's that at?
in Ciudad de Mexico,
Oh, Ciudad de Mexico.
in Mexico City.
Because I saw Tyler the Creator in the LA Dodger Stadium when he
Mhm.
does the Camp
Los
Rock
Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
in
8-0.
2016. That was fun. That was like a carnival. There was Caliuches, Playboy Cardi, Pusha T. That's actually when I saw Kanye West and Kid Cudi perform when they were doing Kids See Ghost. That was insane. That was awesome.
We missed the
was
old
really
Kanye
cool.
for sure.
I know for sure. This new Kanye is crazy.
Oh my
He
god! Oh my
crazy.
god! He called out Kendrick, and I was like,
Oh yeah, the one
he
with
wants
DJ
to get
Academics.
murdered.
Yeah, that was crazy, but I don't know.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so Junior H. So who else?
Junior H.
Oh,
say it Junior- right.
Come on now.
Perdón. Junior H.
Junior H. Get it right. Los Tucanes for sure. Banda MS, Latin Mafia.
Sorry, no Banda MS.
Cencerra, I think it is he's from Spain. The Spain version of Frank Ocean. I would never compare them, but their vibe of the music, you need to listen to Cencerra because I know you love Frank Ocean. He's kind of like that. I love him. He's kind of like R&B Spanish. That's what I'm into.
Yeah,
And then Paco Rosso is the one that he became famous for the Tiny Desk. Con la mano arriba.
I think I know.
I
Which
will
one.
show you.
Did you post it on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I listen to everything. The only gender that I cannot get into, and I probably
Genre.
is country. I'm sorry, I can't. I feel like it's the I can't. I try. I really try. Like even my cousins, they're like, you need to feel this song. You need to like.
Yeah, country be it.
But I can't. I feel like it's the Swami version of the Mexican.
And
I
not to be rude or anything, is genre, not gender.
Oh.
Gender is like.
Es que en español es género.
Oh,
Género
okay,
de música.
okay.
So like in my brain translates.
No, this actually works out because I mean, my Spanish is definitely not good. I mean, I don't know about you, but mine. So you could correct us too on Spanish whenever.
It's okay, yeah.
Yo sé que son unos sabo kids,
No,
pero está
somos
bien.
no sabos, it's okay.
I mean, I'm kind of.
You're
I can speak Spanish, just not proper. Like it's not like all the way like.
No, I know. Like
You know?
it's like what my mom says. Like she doesn't understand why like the first gens of like Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they call. Like your parents spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
They spoke perfectly Spanish.
Well, they spoke Spanish, but they also didn't get like a like.
Education?
I think my mom left school in like 6th grade, and my dad only same. So, even their Spanish isn't like proper. So like, I know they try their best to teach me, but for the most part, I could communicate in Spanish. I do like mess up here and there, but it's not like proper. But.
No, it's understandable. Like I seen some of my cousins, and like their Spanish isn't that great. And it's okay. Like I get it. Like most like my mom went to college and my dad did too. So they have more education. So when I was learning like to read and everything in Spanish, I don't know about you guys, but my mom was really like rough with me.
Oh really?
Like even in school, like because it's like out there, it's a really more demanding. Like anything that you didn't have, like let's say you do like calligraphy and you had like little lines, if they were not straight, my mom would grab that shit, rip that shit apart, and then be like start over. And in here I seen like some of the kids turn like papers like all wrapped up and like and
no,
like
my mom,
like a receipt and like bringing them, and they're like okay 10, and I'll be like what the hell.
no, my mom was the same way. She wouldn't. If anything was like, she's like, why is that on there? Why is there a stain? Why is it crumpled? Like she made one of my brothers, when he was doing times tables, sit at the table and do his times tables. He couldn't leave
like,
until he finished.
Like, have you seen? There's a TikTok going around with like now parents like you are teaching them like the internet ways, like the Wi-Fi, or like when they're like, what's my password? And you're like, dude, you put like you need to know your password, and they're like. The kids trying to teach them how to connect like the Bluetooth to their headphones, and they're like, ¿qué? And then they remember how they erased them, and they're like, ¿qué te dije? Vas a settings, y de settings te vas a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Like, cause
I can't do that to my parents.
No,
like, I mean, don't get me wrong. My dad me llama y me pregunta, hey, ¿me ayudas con esto? Hey, ¿me ayudas con esto? But like growing up, my dad was like, no, you need to do this. Tienes que aprender. Porque yo no voy a estar aquí todos los días para enseñarte. But roles reversed. Hey, ¿me puedes ayudar con mi código? ¿Me puedes ayudar con transferir, dinero? ¿Me puedes? Apá. Like, te enseñé 2 veces ya. Like, come on. But if I say that, I'm gonna get smacked. Like,
sure, even now.
No, like, that's weird. Like, parents now, like, I feel like they're scared of, like, representing? No. Like when you, it's not that I'm telling you hit your kid, but like when they're bad kids, you're reprimanded.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
but I can't think of the
like you know what she means. But you
reinforce.
don't wrong either.
Like reinforce.
No. Like when I feel that's the word. I feel like now parents are scared of like even telling their kids like, hey, please calm down. Like now that no. Like now that I got older, I get why my mom beat my ass. Cause I see some of these little kids that I'm like, oh my god, my mom will beat up my ass.
You trying to say something?
No. I feel like your parenting, it's how you and Alexis were raised, but better.
Oh,
I feel like once you get older, I feel like your parents were better than their parents, and that's how it's supposed to go. Like you're supposed to be better. Like my parents didn't have anything. My mom was the oldest of 10, and my dad was the middle one from 9. Well, actually 10. One of my uncles passed away, but having that big family, they grew up poor. Like they didn't have nothing. And then my dad went to college and my mom went to college to have a better life. And then like my mom has this like trauma. My grandma never went to any of her school events, but it was because she didn't want to. It's like she had 9 kids at home that she had to take care of. Like she wasn't gonna do that. So my mom was always sure that she was in every single school event, every parent teacher conference, every time like there was like anything at all to do with us in school, she was there. I think she was like even like president for like the parents
Do you think that was because like she was the oldest of 10, so she was behind all of her little like brothers and sisters, so like she kind of, so that already kind of taught her parenting, so when she already had her child, like she already kind of had a little bit of practice maybe.
Kind of, but my mom was mostly like, like helping out like the house and like
yeah, of course, yeah.
you gotta understand. Like I asked my grandma, I was like, why did you have so much kids? Like
That's a lot.
like
Yeah.
No, she had 15.
She had 15.
Like she was pregnant 15 times, but she had like 3 miscarriages. No,
Oh wow.
5 miscarriages.
Oh.
And if you ask my grandma right now, she'd be like, I will have 20. Like,
wow. So if she could have more, she would.
yeah, that's how big my family is.
Wow.
But I love having a big family, but now that it's me and my brother, like.
So is it only you and your brother, or do you have other siblings too?
I have a step brother from my dad's side, half brother from my dad's side.
Oh, okay. I mean, you don't have to get into it, but I was
just,
you don't want to talk about it. Yeah. I was just kind of curious, but you know, coming from like, you know, having like
a big family, small.
Yeah, because you have like how many, like, you have a lot of tios and tias,
right
even
now,
from your dad's
we
side
counted,
too, which is crazy.
because it's my mom's birthday. I was gonna plan something, but she's feeling sick and stuff. Just for her, like, family, like brothers and like their kids and like their like kids of kids alone, we're gonna be 55 people, just alone, like her brothers, their kids, and the kids of like my nieces.
Was I included in that? You know?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
me
your mom,
too.
you know, includes me as family. You know. Just kidding.
Yeah,
I mean,
one time
kinda.
I invited Giovanni to eat pozole.
How'd that go?
No, you need to count this. Tell the story.
So I met up with her, and her mom was giving me a ride because my mom just dropped me off. And she's all like, yeah, just my mom made pozole, so and she's like, you can't say no. I was like I just ate, like apenas comí.
It's kind of rude when
It's
you
rude,
say no,
you know,
to
especially in
yeah.
a Mexican household. No puedes decir que no.
I mean, you said no today though.
And
I'm just kidding.
He
I
preferred
felt
the
bad.
Chipotle.
I felt bad
Yeah,
to
you
say that to your
prefer the
mom. I even saw your mom's face, and I was like, oh. But
you
no.
need to take food that they give
So
you.
I was like, fuck. And I was like, and I told her, I was like, okay, just tell her if it can be like a small bowl, you know, I'll eat it. Bro, we get there, it's a big bowl, and it's filled to the top.
Oh,
to the top.
My mom does
And I'm
not
just
know
like,
how to like
oh.
portion.
But you
Like,
know what? That's how like they share their love.
Of
That's
course, yeah. I'm not meaning anything or no disrespect or anything like that. And I saw that plate, I was just like, and she instantly looked at me too, and she was just like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like, I know he was full, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you eat a little more.
Bro, I ate half of that bowl, so I made a dent into it, but I was like, oh, full. I'm sorry. But dude, yeah, it was. She was just like, I'm so sorry. She's like, are you okay? I was like, I'm just fucking like, I'm full. I am full, like all the
And
way.
it's
I
fine,
can't
it's
eat.
fine.
But your mom's very sweet. Your mom's always welcoming. It's always warm when we go. It's a home.
My mom is just, I feel like she's a mom, but since I got older, I knew that sometimes moms are not like that. Depends. But yeah. Yeah.
So back to the Spanish and English artists. So who are your English artists that you listen to?
I listen and love Kendrick, Tyler the Creator, Frank Ocean. If I could, I will get tatted all of his like letters and everything.
A fan. That's a fan right
No,
there.
like like I don't know how you listen to music, but like me hearing Kendrick, like I bought the little CD for my little car because
You still got the CD player?
yeah. I got it and I listened to it like on repeat, and like it sounds like the Bible. It sounds like full on like I love like, oh my god.
So wait, I mean, what are your like favorite albums from each artist, I guess?
It's hard. It's like choosing your favorite kid.
But
But even the parents.
What do you mean? That's easy.
You only have.
Well, you
one.
only have one.
That's why it's easy. Grumpy, my favorite child. What you mean?
Or I guess like rank them, because like Kendrick has a pretty big discography.
Discography.
So something like that. Yeah. So does Tyler. Tyler does too, especially like his old stuff. And then
Unlike his old stuff, like Tamale, such a great song.
Yeah, you like
Tamale.
that's crazy. Yeah, Cherry Bomb is actually really good. I like Cherry Bomb. Let's see what else. Did you like Wolf or? No, actually, that
But
Tamale is off Wolf, and then yeah.
I love how like Tyler, like he's like the way that he like made every single album, because they're like, oh, you can't make that type of music.
Yeah.
You cannot make pop.
But
And then he made Igor,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like such a hit, like Magic Wand and like
Mm-hmm.
all of this. And he, as an artist, like wants to challenge himself, and like
Mhm.
he's really open about like, because before he used to be a funny person, like a really funny person.
Yeah.
And then he like wanted to just do music,
Mhm.
so he stopped being like funny. He like, I think, erased Vine at the time that it's like our TikTok.
Well, I don't know. Did you know about Lorder Squad when he had like that TV show? That was.
I
pretty
loved
funny,
it.
too.
It's pretty funny. If you watch
Yeah.
it now, it's pretty funny, but this
Just don't
generation
bring
would
me
probably
a
get it
birthday gift
canceled.
on my birthday.
So,
And
yeah.
then you dare to bring me a gift whenever I said no gift in my birthday. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, that's funny.
What is? This is a question for both of you. What is one of your guys' guilty pleasures for like music? Something that you guys kind of like, dang. I don't think no one else listens to this because they're gonna judge me.
I don't think that will get judged. If someone judges you for your music, they're not good people.
So you ain't got no guilty pleasure that like you just listen to a certain song or anything like that like none of your cousins, friends, or nothing in the car. You know what this is?
I got one. So this one is kind of our song, bro.
No,
It's called
I really miss.
it's called Dixon. No, it's actually called "Good Looking" by Dixon Dallas. It's a country song. You should check it out. Actually, I just gave for those people that actually have listened to it. It's so like it's just it's like it's a gay song basically.
It's kind of like the movie.
Huh?
The movie of the cowboys.
Brokeback.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, kinda. It's actually like the melody of it, like it's actually pretty good. But what it's talking about is kind of like explicit.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks, but he's talking about a dude.
You know what? I would recommend that to my gay friends. I know they will love it.
I need to emphasize that. I'm just joking, by the way.
They're not joking.
No,
I
I am joking.
I feel like they will get a room and just play that
No.
song in the background. Probably I listen to anime openings and like anime things. There's some
so the
good,
anime like songs.
There's some good
Yeah.
shit. There's some
Yeah,
good
sorry.
shit. But like if I play that, people will be like,
Not
okay.
me. I'll be like, all right, cool.
No, like I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like whoever judge you by the
See,
music.
and I got two, and everybody judges me for this.
What?
Rebelde.
That's a fucking
Bro,
classic.
I be
Like,
playing some
oh
of their
my
music
God.
in the car when I'm by myself because I know that if I do it with everybody else, I'm gonna get roasted.
No. I feel like it's
Roasted.
just like in Mexico, like the music in the club is way different than the music out here. I don't like the clubs here just because I haven't gotten used to it. But like clubs out there, they play like songs that I had to learn that they were like stable for like anything.
Yeah, and then my second one is High School Musical.
Nah, just kidding.
Okay, I see why you get judged.
No.
Oh, the iCarly theme song.
No, I think it was funny because with Alexis, one of the first few times, I was playing it on my phone in my car, and I forgot that I had one of their songs just playing. She gets in the car, I connect my phone. Mind you, I had a 1992 Honda Accord, so I had the cassette with the cord to connect to my phone, the cassette aux, and that shit starts playing, and she's just like,
And that's when she knew that was the man for
I was
her.
like,
Listening to High School Musical.
she
Was
just,
it the song the Gabriela sing with Troy? Was it?
there's a lot of songs they sing.
No,
There's a lot of songs. It's the
he remembers.
the
it.
end. It's
He
a
remembers.
we're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven. Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah. And as soon as it plays, she's like,
But I like I think your wife has really good taste in music.
Oh, she has great taste. She listens to everything.
Yeah, like I love people putting me in stuff. Like if you have any songs or like artists that I haven't listened to, I love people putting me on new stuff.
We'll be right back really quick. One more time. Gonna take a quick break. Welcome back. I am your boy Chavez Isaac, your other host here. Ass. And just kidding. Nah. And then our very special guest, our friend Stephany. Hey,
You still have me.
Stephany. Do you have a middle name?
No, my mom has two names, so she was really clear that me and my brother only got one name. She was like, because, it was funny because my mom, her name is Maria Guadalupe, but in her little town, if it was a girl, whoever registered the kids, if it was boy, it was Jose, and if it was a girl, it was Maria. It doesn't matter what name they had that type of power.
Yeah, my grandpa's name was Jose. My dad, I don't know. I saw something with my dad's and it said his name has Jose. I don't know if that's his first name or not. But then there's Jose de Jesus, my uncle. There's Jose Orlando.
I feel like that's why the name came like really popular, just because before it used to be like that. Like if you're a girl, it's Maria. If it was a boy, it was Jose.
It sounds like Mr. or Mrs. kind of type thing. I don't know. That's what it sounds like.
It kind of like
they kind of like, it seems like they put like their name and then they put their other name, like Mr. or whatever. I don't know, maybe.
And then my dad has three names, so my mom was really like my full, like, I don't want to say my full dad's name, but it like he has three names, so that's why my mom, like, when me and my brother were born, yeah. The weird thing is, like, that's why I want to get it tatted. My brother and me are 2 months, 2 years, and 1 day apart.
2 years, 2 months, and a day. 2 days?
1 day.
1 day. Oh.
So 2-2-1.
So, let's bring this up, because my wife's into this too.
My favorite thing, astrology.
Astrología, if that's how you really say it in Spanish.
Astrology.
But the people who asked you was in Spanish, so you're gonna have to do it in Spanish because they want to know.
I'll translate.
Go back and forth, but mainly in español.
Okay. A mí me preguntaron mucho de la astrología. La que me puso en cosas, por ejemplo, yo soy una persona que they tell me, like, I don't like my birthday or whatever. I feel like that's a trauma, because I feel like your birthday as a person is really important. Why the face? I feel like that's why. Like,
I don't like my birthday either, so.
It's a trauma. It's a trauma. You should be happy for your birthday.
Why?
Yeah.
It's
You should
just
be
another
happy.
day.
You see,
Well, I
it's
mean,
a
like,
trauma.
It's just another day.
It's
for
a
me.
trauma. If you had a bad birthday or no one
I didn't
made
have
you
a bad
feel
birthday.
special on your
I
birthday.
can't say no one's made me feel special. I mean, my parents did, like, because, I mean, I have to understand that we were 4 kids. You know, like, if they did one for one kid, you have to do it for the other.
I know,
you
but like that's how I feel.
So they did take me out to eat and stuff like that, but it was, to me at the time, I did feel some type of way, and I was like, but I am grateful that they were able to take me out to eat.
But I think because, like, we're, like, being a boy and, like, growing up, like, you're just kind of like, yeah.
And then, but my wife did throw me a surprise party, and she always makes it great. But I always tell her, 'cause she worries so much about my birthday. Mind you, her birthday's a day before mine. I was like, don't worry about my birthday.
If you don't believe in that.
I was like,
But I do feel like your birthday and the date that you were born, it's important for astrology. I'm not, like, I believe, like, I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm a bad person, that's because I'm a Libra or whatever. Like, I feel like those people make astrology, like, feel like it's a joke. But for me, it's like, tu mamá le dijeron está embarazada. Tienes 9 meses para dar a luz. Pero tú como astro, como persona, like your spirit, chooses that exact date for a reason. Porque si tienes 9 meses, and like even doctors like te dicen, van a nacer en este día, pero tú decides nacer 7 meses antes, o digo, a los 7 meses, or you decide to be born 9 months on the dot, or like everything, it has something to do with yourself. And I do believe, like, it has character from, like, whatever sign you are. Because why do we have, like, every time someone's like, oh, I don't believe in astrology, or like I don't believe like the planets have an effect on you, you believe in science, right? You believe the moon has an effect on the
I believe in
on like the water from like the ocean, right? So if you're made of water, why is it not gonna have an effect on you?
No, that's valid.
So that's how I feel with planets, and we are now like we're in Earth, and so when Earth moves and like a planet's aligned, some shit happens here, like even like earthquakes and like tsunamis and all of that. So of course it's gonna affect you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for sure, if the moon is in a certain position, you know, the high and low tides for sure affect it. And we're like, what, like 70 or 80% water. So that's, yeah, I get what your point.
And then once you get into like tarot reading and like all of that, yo empecé a leer cartas de tarot, pero yo empecé como what's it called when you just go into it?
Just head first?
Entonces yo no empecé a proteger, yo no empecé a saber las reglas del tarot. Entonces lo que a mí me pasaba era, I had weird as fucking dreams. Like, you can tell my mom. I like woke up one time, I dreamed like a demon took my life, and like it was like really weird dreams. And then I don't know if it's like girl's intuition or whatever, but like my dreams would show me stuff. Like when I got cheated on, I dreamed of the girl. I didn't dream of like her face, but I dreamed like physical how she was. And then I looked at his Instagram and I'm like, she looks like that. And then confronted him and he said yes, and I'm like, oh wow. And then I have dreamed about like me going to Paris. I have dreamed about me like graduating from like college and like how my ceremony was. I didn't dream how drunk I got or like how my dad got, but like I dreamed about like.
Do you think that like this is like when you dream about it, do you think like maybe you're manifesting it in that way, or do you actually just kind of like you're just dreaming it, and then you're just kind of like it's just kind of like happening to you, or do you think like maybe like you dreaming it is actually part of you like kind of like manifesting it, because since like you're kind of already being influenced by it in a certain type of way?
I feel like dreams are like a way of the universe. Like the more that you know about how you can change the way that you look at life, the more like it's scary.
What do you mean?
Like everything matters and nothing matters at the same time. Because once you open your eyes, it's like, for me, it's always like, it's weird, but if you're not a person that's educated with anything, you're gonna be more happy. It's kind of like anything
like
with like
ignorance is bliss.
religion and anything like to do with yourself. If you don't know that information, you're gonna be more happy. But once you get into depth of like how life works, how like magic and like how everything influences you, I do believe in manifestation, but you have to put a work on it. It's not like I want to have a car, but I don't work, or I don't do anything to do like my dream come true. But I do believe like kind of like when they tell you to pray for something, that's how it used to be like seen as a manifestation. Like you have to put on the work, you have to like get your mind to it, like get yourself motivated for it. So I do believe like anything that you want, you can make it true, but you have to put the work on it.
Yeah, for sure, that makes sense.
What? I thought she was gonna keep going. What is your what's your sign actually, really quick?
I am a Libra. Funny thing, my birthday is the same as Naruto. I was born 10/10. It's funny because most of my friends,
Wait,
that's how
you were
it.
born 10/10?
Yeah.
I was born 10/9.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, it's
That's
just
crazy.
like wild. People get together like that. Like I feel like, for me, life is just like. What do you do that for? For me, it's just like, I feel like the universe and everything just align sometimes. If your life goes shitty or whatever, it's like something a process that you have to push through it.
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff
you're
like that.
talking about birthdays and everything. Is I always thought it was weird because obviously Alexis's birthday's on the 1st of December. Mine's on the 2nd. She'll always be like, we don't have like nothing in common sometimes. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Birthdays.
lie again. Our birthdays. You don't like mayo. I don't like mayo.
That's
I'm like,
true.
come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
No
wow.
sour
It's
cream.
It's
no
weird
sour
going to
cream.
their house. One time they offered me a sandwich, and I'm like, this shit's dry, but I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Not even just that, but there was one time, or actually when we went snowboarding, we stopped at the gas station to get
we ain't gonna talk about that, bro.
Yeah, he comes out with like 2 corn dogs, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this guy's gonna, he's gonna, eat. Next thing I know, nothing, no condiments, no nothing, just raw dogs and corn dogs. I'm like, no
Say it like that. I'm sorry, like people. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a picky eater when it comes to condiments. Okay, I'm just.
I don't judge.
But yeah, weird.
But yeah, it was. I would. I thought. Yeah, I was like when she first started talking to me and everything. She was like, "When's your birthday?" Yeah, obviously we're getting to know each other. She told me her birthday. I was like, oh. And she's
It's
like,
cool,
"When's yours?" I
right?
was
Like it's
the
cool.
second-
It's like actually super cool to like. I feel like having that connection, like astrology wise and stuff. Like there's some like assemblies with like how you are, and like I have noticed that in my life I had a lot of people of the same sign because I have to learn from them. Like the universe, like all of the people that I have liked or like be around, they're Leos. It's just because I don't have the self-confidence that a Leo has.
Okay, so saying that,
Mhm.
people that you're around, they're Leos and self-confidence
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Okay, so since you hang out with me and Alexis, what do you take from us since we're
A
Sagittarius?
determination, because you're a Sag, and my brother's a Sag. So you guys are really like whatever you want to do, you will do it, and you're really like open-minded of like learning new things and like learning for yourself. So I feel like because I hang out with you guys a lot, I'm a Libra. I'm really like indecisive. It's not because I want to. It's just like I like to see both sides of the thing and like choosing whatever is more beneficial to me. So sometimes it will come out as like being indecisive, but it's just because even like I feel like Libras in some part of way, we're really like the capybaras of the like, you know how capybaras, they can hang out with any animal and they're like just like the chill dude. That's how I feel like Libras are.
Just the chill guy.
We just get into the middle of drama. We just get into, because like people like to like hear our parts because we're like a balance, so we try to balance the things. So like with you guys, I notice that I am more like decisive, or like if you ask me, if I hang out with like my other friends, I'll be like, oh, like I don't know, whatever you guys want to do or whatever, like I'll just go with the flow. But
Like
with
when I
you and
asked you what
Alexis
you
is
wanted to
like
eat.
yeah, I'm like whatever you guys get, and then Nikki's like
that's exactly what
chipotle,
I
and
said.
I'm like
No,
But
sorry.
yeah.
Okay. And I asked you about that, now about us. Okay. Grumpy,
oh, I love Grump.
your little nephew.
I
know,
love him.
That's how close you are. He is a
Aries.
Aries. What do you take from from this point of view? Un chamaco, un niño,
Un niño.
un niñito.
I love kids. I feel like the kids are here to learn from, like they're little sponges, but he is really like confident. He's really like, he does not give a he's really confident, he's really friendly, he wants to be friends with everyone, and like he is really understandable. Sometimes he will get his like little like tantrums and whatever, but you try to explain to him and he will listen to it. And I feel like that's how like little kids are sometimes. Like you have to explain, like you cannot be like, oh, deja eso, and like just give them notas. Like I feel like you should explain why you should not do that. But from Grumpy right now, that I know that he's an Aries, he's really confident for sure. He loves to be not the center of attention, but he likes people, like he's a notice people. And Aries are like that. Like Aries are like really handsome in that way. Like really attractive for that.
Sorry, that got caught in my ear. I was like, ah. All right, and then Isaac now, since
He's a Libra.
he's just like you, but you can also learn things differently from.
No. I feel like sometimes like that's what we get, like astrology. It gets put in a light, like, bad way, because they'd be like, oh, I know a Leo and they're like super bad at it. They're super like, they are egocentric. I'm not gonna say no, but they are egocentric and narcissistic for sure.
Dang. So wait, so do you think I'm not like your typical Libra or something, or what?
No. I'm saying like it depends. It depends on the person, you know. Like, but it's like sometimes we like to look at like there's like a left and a right of every single sign. So you might get the good benefits of a Libra and then got mixed with the bad benefits of a Libra. It just like depends how like you will look at the certain things. Like sometimes like Leos have something good and then they have something bad. Same as like Sagittarius, they have something good and they have something bad. Geminis are
Yes.
like the
¿Qué es lo malo de los
Sagitarios.